from our Lex Cam here this morning. We've got some cloud coverage starting to build on in here to the Corpus Christi area. Coming out of the southwest, started yesterday and will continue through the day today and will only increase as we continue through the week. Upper 60s right now for your air temp, and it's feeling like that. Still got dew points and humidity in check, so our feel like temperatures aren't ranging too much higher than what our air temps are stamping at. Upper 60s, a trend we're seeing across the coastal bend from Corpus Christi towards Alice. Up in our brush country locations, George West to Beeville, still sitting in those mid to low 60s. Good news is, even though we're going to see a different kind of trend this week compared to where we were last week, we've kicked off the month of October, and this is a really nice month for us weather-wise because it's whenever we start to see more of those consistent feel-good kind of mornings. Humidity starts to trend on the lower side of our humid category. So we start off in the upper 80s on average for our high temperatures in the afternoons. By the end of this month, we start to trend in those lower 80s. So we take about a 7-degree difference throughout the entire month. And then we see the similar trend happen in our morning lows. So we're headed in the right direction as we kick off this month of October. Here's that cloud coverage we were talking about. Upper level clouds. So it's not getting too muggy out there as far as if you're heading out the door. We've got mid to upper level clouds coming on in from the southwest. This is upper level moisture that's coming on in. One of the culprits of that also is we've got high pressure sitting on top of northeast Texas, and what this kind of does, the circulation that surrounds high pressure helps draw in some of that moisture. So we will start to see a return to our normal southeast kind of onshore flow where we get that moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. However, the biggest culprit, and you'll notice this here, this cloud deck that we're seeing move on in from Mexico, is because of Hurricane Orleans. Should be nearing landfall here later on this afternoon, is working over some warm waters today. So continuing with that intensity here this morning. But again, we'll continue to push up. It will break apart across mountainous Mexico, so it won't be a concern for us, but it just will give us some of that upper level moisture for us to work off of. Other than that, two areas in the tropics that we're keeping track of. One of those in the eastern Atlantic won't be a concern for us. It's going to stay on that side of the Atlantic. This one here is the one that we'll continue to monitor closely, obviously just because of its closer proximity. This morning, a 40% chance of development as it's expected to move into the Caribbean over the next 5 days. Okay, back to Orleans though. Here's what we have going on. Upper level atmospheric energy is going to continue to push across into South Texas. Now, I don't expect this to give us any kind of rain from now through the middle of our work week, but it will give us a little bit of moisture to play off of by the time we get to the weekend. So that's where we're going to start to see the possibility of some rain chances.